up, Fit Fam? It's your boy Allende. We coming to you from Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm trying to make it out of here with my life. I got some death threats from the ladies. They don't like my Americanness, right? All right, let's introduce the ladies and see which one's gonna kill me, or is it gonna be one of your friends? What about the shy one? The shy ones you got to be careful with. What's your name, your age, and relationship status?
My name is Lebo. I'm 23.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 23 and I'm from Alex.
How many bodies have you caught?
Oh my God, I'm not sure.
Any missing ex-boyfriends?
No.
They're all accountable for?
Mm-mm.
I don't trust the quiet ones. What about you with that Harley Quinn smile? What's your name, your age, and your body count? How many people you buried?
My name is Tenjiro. My son is Mlenzana. And yes, I'm 30 years of age, and people have killed. I can't disclose that. They're watching.
Good point. I don't think you can say that word on YouTube. You might have to blurt that out, producer. You might have to put something over the ILD. Deleted. Okay, and this young lady over here, what is your name, your age, and your relationship status?
I'm Zamora. I am my age. Like, it's very rude to ask a lady how old she
Only
is.
the old ones.
Wow.
I'm 30. I'm from KZN. I'm residing in Fendale at the moment. Yeah. My relationship status is
Critical.
It's dog poo? What is it?
We work about you temporary job, but yeah. Just that, yeah, I know what I want, so that's the thing. That's why it doesn't work out. But how many bodies I've buried?
Be very careful of that answer.
I feel like that's like that should be on a diary, not
on a podcast.
Shared, yeah. It's a lot, hey. It's a lot. So no, I can't disclose that.
You can't.
Guys, travel with caution.
No.
at your own risk.
No.
All right. So this young lady, we had you on a previous show, and you said something. And it struck a chord with me because I'm used to traveling to other places, and then we have access to the women there. And sometimes I'm concerned, or a little bit, I don't care too much, but sometimes I care a little bit about how foreign guys feel about, say, American guys coming, dating their women. Sometimes I care maybe a little bit about how much white guys care about black men dating white women. Maybe I wonder how Japanese guys feel about black guys marrying their women. Sometimes I care. Like when you step on gum and you care a little bit, but you can just kind of, that's how much I care. But you, when asked what guy you thought was most attractive, I said, give me an example of a celebrity. And I was asking the question based on race. Now, me thinking, hey, I'm in Africa. Black women, when asked this question, they always say black men are their preference. So in my head, I'm 100% confident that these women are going to tell me they like black men, right? No, that's not what they told me, guys. I was heartbroken. This is the first time I actually cared, right? So when you said, go ahead, tell us who you said your example was, your celebrity crush.
Why are you putting me on the spot?
Oh, because you're in the middle for that reason. And see, I dress like her. I put this target. Tell me.
I don't like what you're doing.
Tell me who's the celebrity crush.
But I'm going to be brave.
Uh-huh.
And be upfront about it. I told you it's Brad Pitt. Angelina Jolie's ex-husband.
It's like an arrow to my
heart. But that's my celebrity crush.
No, it's understandable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Celebrity crush.
Listen, I didn't like
Possibilities I might not get that crush.
I don't look anything like Achilles from Troy, okay?
My brother.
So I didn't like how that tasted. Right? I remember my ex-girlfriend admitted to me that the guys she found most attractive was Chris Hemsworth and what's this guy's name that plays Superman? Henry Cavill. And I remember being like, yo, what the fuck did you just say? She didn't say nothing about no T'Challa, nothing about Black Panther. She said Thor And Superman made the panties wet. Listen, I never got over that. So usually in America, we don't care when black women say silly things like they're going to divert and they're going to date white guys and explore their options. We just laugh at them. But when you said that, I wasn't laughing.
Why?
So that's the topic I want to discuss. I want to discuss interracial dating. Right?
Oh God.
So
very good question. I like it.
So I'm gonna start right here. What is your preference in men? And don't lie. Don't lie to me. Look right. What's your preference?
I like dark-skinned men, and I like men who respect
aesthetics. Just the color, culture, race, country. Tell me your ideal preference.
I'm used to South African men, so.
But what do you want?
I love South African men.
South African men.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
And they must be muscular.
Good. Good.
Good in a man.
Good.
No, masculine how? Like as in body structure wise? Or okay.
Or
Now
behavior.
I get your friend. I'm like.
Can you stop touching her? Because I don't want her to catch jungle fever.
What?
I don't know if it's contagious. So we already got your answer.
That's very personal.
Yeah, I'm very upset. My feelings are hurt.
Very personal.
You had the locks too. I thought I had a shot. Go ahead. Tell me your preference, guy. What do you prefer?
Do I have a type?
You thinking about it right now? I can see it.
Don't.
Race-wise.
He's
specific about race-wise. That's where the conversation is. So we have tribes, right? And our tribes will go extremely as broad as they are. African, if you want. But now, what do you like?
So I'm Zulu.
I understand you very well.
I'm Zulu, so I don't like how Zulu men
dominating.
Attraction though. Like just
dominance wise, yeah, I don't like how they are. But not these old men that most girls be dating. Like a guy my age. Like most Zulu men, they look like Shaka Zulu. If you've seen Shaka Zulu, you know what I'm talking about. Like indoda.
Yeah.
Yo, Sam.
They should remake that movie.
Yeah, so
Shaka Zulu is a classic movie. They need to remake that movie.
Like men like that, body wise, and so Zulu men, I'm willing to die on, but
tall, dark, broad. Okay, so she's an outliner, right?
No, wait. But remember, I told you before I put that statement, right? You said what's my preference? I said dark, tall, and handsome, right? And you asked me about my celebrity crush.
Okay, so what is it about Brad?
I like his acting skills.
Okay.
They're pretty much great. And I enjoyed mostly when he was actually acting with the wife. And that for me gave me a manly dominant. Like
you like the banter.
Pardon?
You like the banter.
Yeah.
You know his banter, the back and forth with the woman. He maintains his frame. Okay. Now, let me ask you, have you ever dated non-black men? You ever dated a guy that wasn't black?
No.
Never?
Never.
Okay, so you wouldn't know. And you? Have you ever? Never? No.
Not dating.
No, I'm saying...
Talking stages.
No. Oh, so you've talked to a non-black guy before?
Yeah.
And you say you didn't go past the talking phase?
Didn't work out.
Why?
Such a question. Why? We lost contact.
Like you lost your phone, or what do you mean?
Yeah, I lost my phone. He's from Italy.
Italy. Okay.
That's why am I feeling so much judgment in this room?
No, you're saying it is like
why am I feeling
so? Okay. Have you been to Italy?
No.
You like Italy? I've been there twice, and they're gonna. In Italy, they're gonna like stare at you because they're like black women. They stare at them more than black men. They think you're very beautiful.
Is it?
Yeah, surprisingly enough, they think they're like fascinated by
Never
it.
been.
Yeah, Greece also. So have you ever dated non-black?
Yeah, I have.
Confession time.
And you're making us
I hate
confess a
this
lot.
confession time.
I would put the Usher song on, but then it's copyrighted.
It's
and
going like
confess.
it's going very.
Please confess.
So you are currently in a date.
Correct the first question.
Oh,
We're
oh.
not at church though.
What
But
would Shaka say?
Yeah, I have dated. Okay, I'm Zuluni, but I'm also half colored.
Okay, so this guy was what?
So
What was this guy?
So I've dated a colored guy. I've dated a white guy.
Okay.
White from where? From what country?
No, we're from South Africa.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
well, that sense.
So
Okay.
yeah, I've dated. Yeah.
You know what I find very
I
interesting?
think I've dated an Indian guy.
Yeah, there's so many things here that are the opposite
I
of what you would
judge, we don't
expect.
judge.
We don't judge. We
We
just
don't
listen.
judge. We listen.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. In America, right? I think the last time I checked is like what? Black Americans are like what, 14 to 17% of the population. I don't know what the accurate figure is, but I know allegedly Black Americans are less than 20% of the population. Then here in South Africa, it's like reverse. You see what I'm saying? Like the white people are like 20% of the population. So here you would expect to see more interracial dating, and it be tolerated by Black women. If you understand what I'm trying to say. So like in America, the attitude, or at least one of the excuses or complaints is that there's not even enough Black men to go, like enough good Black men to go around as it is, for them to be dating like non-Black women. And then the women will say things that are not calibrated, because we know women discuss based on their feelings. So, and their perception and interpretation of things is not always accurate, usually isn't. And they'll say things like,
Isn't.
No, hold on, I'm going to show you. They'll say things like, all these dudes like white girls. All these dudes want white women. And it's like really funny, because if you actually look at the math, like 10% of Black men date outside of their race. The vast majority of Black men in America date Black women. The men that are in relationships, over 80% of them are in relationships with Black women. The ones that are married, over 80% of them are married to Black women. So how could women use terms like all these Black men and all this and all? What are you talking about? They're the minority. Now, there's an explanation for this, right? Because they do this with men in general.
I do assume the fact that you just brought that statement up because based on your states, right? You have your stats on the side. And you're not actually asking us questions. And it's very good because I've never been in America. Have you been?
No.
Have you been? No. Okay. So everything you just said on your side is based on what you've researched and the information you've already got, right?
Well, that and what the women actually say versus what the reality of the situation is, which is leading into my question that I'm asking you about here, right?
I'm listening.
So now I understand, because I take the time to understand why there's this disconnect in communication. Because when women are talking about variables, or they're talking about demographics or populations, they're speaking from, again, their feelings. So they're speaking about the guys that they recognize, the guys that they notice. So when women say all men cheat, guys, correction. They're not saying all men cheat. They're saying all the guys they're attracted to cheat, which would make sense, because those are the guys that obviously have the most options, because they're the guys that women are attracted to. When the vast majority of guys aren't cheaters, and the vast majority of guys can't be cheaters by definition, because they don't have a girlfriend to cheat on. But those are the guys that are invisible, hence why they don't have a girlfriend. So when the women are making these statements, it's not that they're lying or they're so incredibly bad at math. It's that they're not factoring in those guys, because those guys are irrelevant. So what they're saying is, from the desirable pool of men, those guys all cheat. So we have to be really careful on how women word things.
And experience is also important. Let's just stick to that.
Right, it's the men that they've experienced.
Because we cannot put everything based on the stats and all of that, and how...
No, the stats matter.
You understand.
The stats
Experience
matter.
also matters, because if you've never been cheated ever in your life, you will never know what being cheated feels like.
Right,
Let's be honest.
But it doesn't change. It doesn't change the likelihood of it happening. So that's what I'm saying. The personal experiences matter to the person, But the overall grand scheme of things, for example, if we're talking about marriage and I say, hey, I ain't trying to get married, and you say, why? And I say, well, it's too risky. It's just, it's a horrible gamble. And you're like, what are you talking about? It's like, no, it's probably going to end in divorce. You're like, oh, well, I know so-and-so, they've been married for 25 years. And my uncle and my aunt, they've been married for 40 years. Well, that's great for your uncle and your aunt, but they'd be the anomaly. They would be the vast minority. The majority of people are going to be divorced in less than 10 years. That's the numbers. That's the math. So who am I to say that I'm going to be this lucky guy that falls into the top 10% that somehow can get married and stay married? Now, if we were to take that very same logic over to business, and I was to go to a bank and say, hey, I want to borrow $50,000 because I want to start a business that's 10% likely to be successful, the bank would laugh at me. They would say, why would we loan you money for something that's 90% likely to fucking fail? Are you stupid? No. I promise you I'm going to be in that 10% that's going to be successful and still doing business 20 years from now. You'll get your money back, I promise. So it's important. So what I'm saying is for women to feel like all the black guys are chasing non-black women, I think they're almost convincing themselves of a negative that's actually not true. And if they convince themselves of that, at some point in time, they're going to start to believe it. And then they're going to behave accordingly to something that's not even true to begin with. You dig what I'm saying? So they'll meet a guy and they'll assume, oh, he wants white girls anyway. That's in her head.
Okay. I hear you very well, but I'm somehow I'm a bit lost at the facts that you just gave us right now, right? So we as black women, South African black women specifically, we are brought around black men.
Okay.
Do you understand? That's where our fathers are, that's where our uncles are, that's where our brothers are, right? And it gets to a point whereby we misinterpret mingling or trying to have a conversation or trying to have something with a non-race as something that we've already interpreted in our head. Somewhere, somehow it's not going to work. Our colors don't match. Our principles are not the same. Our culture is not the same. And do you understand? My parents might not even agree because they're too traditional. Do you understand? They believe in amalobola. And this white gentleman, how do I explain amalobola to him? Do you understand? So as black African women, to be honest with you, we have understood the background of who we are and how we do our things when it comes to culture. Let's be honest. So South African man, white or black, they already know their responsibilities.
True.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Do you understand?
Here's like there's a segregation there.
Yes.
It's invisible, but it's there.
Yes.
Right.
As much as a white man can actually approach me and decide to take me as a wife, as a black woman, as a Xhosa woman, he knows exactly what needs to be done in my own tribe and culture.
Can I pause you for a second? Because I want to explain this to the audience because they might not understood what I just said. So, all right, guys, one of the things that I've noticed here that I thought was interesting, you see how she said that whether they're black or white, they already know their responsibilities. They know their place. How do I say this?
African.
Okay, how do I say this?
African.
In South Africa, right? In South Africa, it's very diverse. But the black people are the majority. So the white people here, they're born and raised here. That trips us out in America because it's so hard for us to make this association of white people being from Africa. It's hard for us because we're not from here and we are shown Africa as being 100% black, all black, everything black is Africa. But of course in South Africa, you understand these people are generations. White people have been here, having children here, grandchildren, great. They're from here. They are South African. That's their culture, right? So what I'm saying that you see that's a little bit odd in comparison to America is here you will see far more white people interacting with black people on a daily basis because this is their neighbors. This is who they go to the gym with. This is who they go to the grocery store. They speak the language. Exactly. So it's very interesting because the white and black people here share a stronger culture and relate to each other more than the black and white people in America. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
In America, the white community and the black community are distinctly different, even though we're all American. So in many ways, we're more segregated than you are, but then in many ways, you're more segregated than we are. Because here, a white guy will be bestest friends with a black girl, talk to her every day, blah, blah, blah. But he wouldn't date her, though. He wouldn't marry her. That's the part that's like, huh. Here, you guys look at that as the no-no part. In America, it's actually the
What do you
reverse.
mean no part?
Like in America, it's the opposite. Is that you're less likely to see a white guy being like friends and like besties and neighbors with a black girl and talking to her every day and all this kind of stuff.
So
but you're more likely to see him date her. Didn't say what you're saying. You're more likely to see him date her and marry her.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you're saying they can be friends, a white girl and a white. Okay, let's say a white boy and a black boy. They can be. Okay, it's different, right? So a white guy and a black woman can be friends, cannot be married though.
No, what I'm saying is here you will see them associating with each other like like they're the same color, but you won't see the dating though.
No.
Since I've been here, I haven't seen any interracial couples. Is what I'm trying to say.
Mistaken.
I'm not saying they don't exist.
Haven't you seen
Let me say it to you like this so that it's concise. Okay. I see far more interracial couples in America than I've seen here. Let's leave it at that. And I've been here for a week, and I'm yet to see a black guy and a white girl holding hands, or a white guy and a black girl holding hands. I'm yet to see it here.
We have 9.
I'm sure it happens.
We have 9 provinces. In every province, there's different races. There's lots of white people. As much as it may seem like there's less white people, there's so many interracial couples in South Africa than you could ever imagine.
I would think so. I assume they would be.
I'm colored. I know.
Yeah.
My mom, she's from Cape Town. My father, he's from KZN. They met somewhere. They decided we want to be together. See, so there's so many. We meet, we travel a lot.
Make it happen.
We make sure we know South Africa, all of South Africa before we die. Before we even, get out of the country, but we make sure we know South Africa, all of it. Yeah. And South Africa is huge.
So is it more accepted in some parts than others?
So let me tell you something. Based on culture, and we have 9 provinces. We have different tribes. Okay. So certain tribes have a different religious belief of certain engagement of, you understand. And also bear in mind, where I wanted to go was the fact that if you can calculate properly, right, the majority could be black in South Africa, but the second majority, it's colored.
Whoa, talk about black and colored is different. So you have to explain, because that's different in America.
Exactly.
In America, black people are colored.
So we have coloreds. Coloreds are a combination of black and white.
Interesting.
Do you understand?
We call that mixed or mulatto.
And Indian.
Black and colored.
It's literally a combination of black and white, black and Indian, black and colored as well. They produce a colored. So we've got those dominated places that you'll find. There's quite a lot of colors there.
Text me those places later, because
I would definitely do that.
I'll be there shopping.
I would definitely do that, but you need to be on a.
I'll be there window shopping.
You have to be alert about those places.
I'll be checking it out.
No hard feelings, but then.
Do they have booties over there?
We know our brothers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Are the booties similar to Johannesburg?
Okay, let's
you guys have the best booties on the planet.
Let's leave it there, right? But that's what I'm trying to tell you is that when it comes to ratio in our country, South Africans, hey, nigga, we don't have any race when it comes to relationships. I don't know how Americans sees it as a big topic to have about. We don't even have those kind of topic about.
Well, the question is who's making it an issue, right? So how do you feel about black women, how do you feel about black men dating non-black women?
That question. I feel like if you want to date a white person, It's your choice.
We know whose choice it is. I'm saying, how do you personally, as a black woman, how do you feel about it? Is it threatening? Does it make you uncomfortable? Does it
make you less of a woman?
No.
It's fine.
Mm.
If you're dating a white person, it's fine. It's your choice.
Mm.
If I'm dating a white guy, it's my choice. So yeah.
See, I like the fairness because that's where I was going to go with it next. Because it's like, the women tend to have an issue with the guys dating out, but then they want to date out. Really?
Shouldn't be one.
But I want to circle back to that whole "it's your choice" thing, because when you say choice, I think it's very important we define whose choice it is, because I think that's a part that women miss, especially black women, whose choice it is. Men aren't the choosers. How do you feel about black men dating non-black women?
Black man dating.
And keep in mind, when I say black man, I'm talking about black men you're attracted to. Obviously. Obviously.
My type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So, it's for a woman, white or black or white. There's no competition as a woman you shouldn't be having with another woman.
There's always competition.
No.
Life is competition.
Hear me out. There's no competition between a woman to a woman regarding a man.
There always is. That's the mistake that women are making. Go ahead.
If you're willing to listen to me, you might get my point, right? Thank you. So, as a woman, as a black woman in South Africa, if my black brother decide to get married to a white woman, I might feel like physically I'm capable to handle this man. I don't understand, because I know he likes Nyash, all about that. But the bottom line is what that white lady can be able to give in his life. So he's allowed. That's
competition by definition, but go ahead.
It's not even competition, it's capability. Guys, as women, there's far can go to a man's life. That's what
competition is, what you're capable of. That's literally what competition is.
I don't think that's competition.
If you're playing a sport and you're outrunning him, you're capable of running faster.
Then that's the reason why you guys take us.
You're jumping higher and catching the rebound. You're capable of jumping higher.
That's the reason you find a lot of women in therapy than men, because women.
No, that's why you find a lot of women single.
Can you hear me out? Can you hear me out? I'm saying that's why you'll find a lot of women on therapy than men, because women are so competitive to other women regarding a man, a one human being. But both of us are going hell, because you're making us feel like we are needed to be in a level that is just beyond the person that I am. As far as I have this level of understanding and responsibility and background, but I still need to actually compete with another woman who had it all. But now the problem is, because the levels that we need to be for the man's pleasure, then that's where we find to actually feel like the one that I have, or the precious things that I have, they're not enough.
Can I jump in there and alleviate?
They're not enough.
Enlighten their skin and extend.
We always feel like we're not enough. We'll never be enough.
Let me jump on in and alleviate your misinterpretation, because women abuse themselves by simply misinterpreting things. Now, what you're describing is women that haven't accepted that you already lost the race and they're still running. That's what it is. They're still running. They're running into a wall. You would know, okay?
You just said
hold on. You will know.
So there's no end of this.
Hold on. You would know that you already lost this competition when the guy slept with you and didn't commit to you. So what you're describing is women that haven't taken accountability, and they're doing that pointing the finger thing. And the problem with that is it ultimately hurts the woman in the end. When they don't reflect and say, okay, what am I doing incorrectly? When they continue to say, it's men's problem, it's men's fault, it's because men do this, it's because men do that, it's because this is, when you do that, you give up your power. So when I'm having these discussions with you, women love to think that I'm over here advocating for men and I'm all about men, instead of listening to what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is, when you accept certain things and understand how certain things work, you can now change your strategy to get results that suit you.
So
I'm telling women how to get what they want and get better results and how to protect themselves.
This conversation was starting from the fact that you asked me, how do you feel about our brothers dating black woman, white woman, right? And I told you, we're not in a competition, black or white, solid.
There is everything is competition.
Listen to me. Background, no background. Because that takes us back in too much unhealed wounds.
Exactly, which means you're not dealing with it. Doesn't mean that what I'm saying isn't true. It means you're not dealing with it. You're choosing to see it in a way that feels better. So you think you're protecting yourself, but what's ending up happening is you're leaving yourself vulnerable now because you don't have power. You have to accept truth, reality.
When you start to ask me that question,
hold on. You have to
are giving me vulnerability to say,
hold on.
Now we feel incompetent.
Hold on.
We've got this.
Listen to what I'm saying. If there's something, if there's something in your diet that's making you sick, but you refuse to find the root of the problem and you keep on blaming something else and convincing yourself that, hold on, just listen, and convincing yourself it's something else, you're going to continue to get sicker and sicker.
Who's diagnosing?
But if you acknowledge what it is that's making you sick and remove that from your diets,
go for therapy and
more than them, because they diagnose us.
You will be better.
You diagnose us.
Okay.
Maybe the problem is not there at all.
So I'll give you an example. Women will say, okay, I met this guy, I like this guy, I hooked up with this guy, had sex with this guy didn't commit to me, he used me for sex. Now, this is ridiculously funny, because if we were talking about anything other than women and sex, that logic would not apply. If I go into a restaurant and they sell 8 different things, and I go in there and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to get this one thing. The restaurant would be like, oh, you're just going to use us for our hot fries? You're not going to get the burger? You're not going to get the pizza? You're just going to come here, eat fries and leave? You're going to come here, eat fries and leave? Well, sorry, but only your fries are good. The rest of your food is trash. I don't want it. So sorry, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not going to eat it.
You can't tell me. Just hold
on a second. So just hold on a second. So because I'll get to that what you're saying also, because that's also living in the victimhood instead of accepting
emotion.
Hold on. Instead of accepting reality, right? And guys do the same thing. So guys aren't exempt from this. Now, go ahead and describe the man to me that's going to meet a woman and, oh my gosh, she's so attractive. I want to hit that woman. But that's how they think at first. And then the girl conducts herself the way she needs to conduct herself. He got to work for it and blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, he's getting to know her and da-da-da-da-da. Next thing you know, he's going to church on a Sunday. Okay, finally, we getting in some booty, right? Oh my God, but then she's so feminine. She speaks life into me. She's always looking out for me. She makes great suggestions. She's always thinking about me. Blah, 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 blah.
After the dids.
Watch this.
Okay? After the dids.
Not exactly. Now, picture this guy trying to leave this woman now that's adding all of this value besides sexual. Picture him just walking away from all of that. It's not going to happen. It's not. Because you know what's going to happen? The next girl, all she's going to be is sex. And he's going to be like, yeah, I need all that other stuff that I was getting from her. So it's not, oh, he just used me for sex. Sis, you weren't offering anything else. And then when women say things like, oh, I'm not going to compete for a man, that's foolishness.
That's what I'm saying. We're not in a competition. What she offers and what she offers.
That is competition. That's
competition
by definition, because she's offering more than the alternative.
That would be giving me. That would be giving me more than I'm capable.
Hold on. Because this is when women get it. When you turn the table.
Why do you make it a problem?
This is what women understand. When you turn the tables.
If I don't know how to cook, what is my problem?
When you turn the tables, that's when women get it. Now, do you accept the guy who is not putting in more effort than the next guy? Just give me yes or no answers. Do you go with the guy that's putting in less effort than the other guy? Yes or no?
More effort.
Okay, great. Do you go with the guy that's taller or the guy that's shorter? Yes or no?
Taller.
Okay, do you go with the guy that has the bigger dick and is better in bed, or you go with the guy that has the little dick, barely gets hard, doesn't know what he's doing?
I go with the one with the better dick and
or no?
Bed.
Okay, do you go with the guy that has authority in whatever he does, job, business, or whatever, earns money and tells other people what the fuck to do?
And
do you go with him, or do you go with the guy that gets told what to do and makes the minimum?
No, minimum. This one.
Okay, so is he not outperforming the other options?
He is.
Is he not winning that competition?
He is.
Is that not why he has access to you, which will make you the prize?
But how far can we go?
Okay, so now when the table turns back around now...
Because it's more than what he's offering that I want as a woman as well.
Hold on. When the table goes back around now, why would the woman not be trying to outperform the other women when the guy that she is attracted to is already in the minority?
The things you asked me were just his responsibility. That's what he's born to do. That he's strong to do.
And let me tell you why women...
What I want is totally different, even though he has all the capability.
Hold on, I'm going to show you how women have the advantage. This is the funny part. This is the best part. Y'all have the advantage. Because everything that men want from women is a choice. Aside from how you look, everything else is a choice. Watch this. What do we want women to be? Feminine? Shit. That's a choice. We want them to be submissive. Whew. That's a choice. We want them to be cooperative. That's a choice. We want them to be helpful. That's a choice. Supportive. A choice.
So it's
loyal. Choice.
It's woman's choice.
Don't you see how everything we want from you is a simple choice? Now, hold on. Watch this. Now, watch what you want from us. Tall. Not a choice. Be successful. How hard I work is a choice. How successful I become is not my choice. Right? Hold on. Do you not see the difference? Want him to be confident. I can't just choose to be confident. I got to make myself confident by being successful at the things I attempt to do that are difficult. Be a winner. I can't just choose to be a winner. I got to beat everybody else to be a winner. So what you want from a guy actually takes hard... Hold on. It's actually hard work and effort. What we want from you is to just simply choose.
What do you
want? And when you don't want to compete, your competition is easy.
Why should I compete?
That girl want to give him lip. All you got to do is give him less lip. She don't want to cook.
But you know,
she don't want to clean.
You know where my problem is? My problem is when we are doing things out of our own comfort zone to accommodate a man. That's why I said to
you think we're always comfortable for you?
Listen to me. That's why I said to you that we're not a competition. Because individually as a woman, as you grow to be a woman, you get to understand what you are capable of doing.
You get to go to be his woman though.
Hear me out. Now I meet a man, my standard lies to what my man wants, It's okay, I can give my man wants. If my man wants more than I can be able to be capable of doing, what do you want me to do? Go crazy? Lose myself in the process?
No, grow into the woman that he needs you to be.
I can grow to the woman that he wants me to be. But now the problem is when you're competing the races based on how far I can even groom myself to be the woman that you want.
No. I wouldn't say compete with the races. The point that I was trying to make with that is that I noticed that when black women see a black man with a non-black woman, they do some extremely far jumps of conclusions, right? They conclude that, he only likes white bitches. That's what he like, and all that other stuff. And
he wants it easy. Listen. In the States, right? In the States, right?
Well, in general, but London,
in the States,
in UK, same rhetoric.
Not in Africa,
right? So what I'm saying,
in Africa, it's a totally different.
Right. What I'm saying is, as a man, it's a completely different experience. Hold on. Let me tell you, that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. What's happening is men don't choose women. Men choose what women they approach. The women choose. Right. All a guy can do is choose whether or not he gonna shoot his shot. He can choose whether or not he gonna try to talk to you, whether or not he gonna DM you, whether or not he gonna ask you for your number. That's all he can choose.
The ball is always in our car.
You choose whether or not you're gonna go out on a date with him when he asks, right? So now this is what happens. Men are gonna holler at whatever they like that they're confident enough to holler at, right? And what happens is, and like I said, I speak to plenty of men. I've had these experiences myself, and we talk amongst each other. Men will holler at the sister, right? She will be a 7.5 or an 8. As a black woman, equivalent to a 7.5 or 8 of a white woman. He'll holler at that, and she won't have no time of the day for him.
So you guys be rating us before
you even talk to us. She got no time for him, right? Because he's not tall enough. He ain't got high enough status. He ain't popular enough. He ain't gangster enough. He don't make enough money. His car ain't nice enough. All of these things. And on top of that, she's gonna have an attitude. She's gonna be hard to talk to. I'm not talking about in Africa. I think the women here have much more approachable attitudes. I'm talking about in the Western world, right? He's gonna have a force field, right? He's gonna be a hard shell over her, right? When he try to talk to her. Now, when he gets you know, his Christopher Columbus on and says, I'm going to explore something different. And he go try to talk to a Spanish girl. He going to get a completely different type of energy. Even if she's not interested, she's still going to be more pleasant and more approachable than the sister was. And if she is interested, she's going to make herself a hell of a lot more available. She's going to let him know, yeah, I do like you. Yes, I am attracted to you. Yes, I do want to go out with you. She's not going to be arguing with him and she's not going to be making it difficult to get to know her. Same thing with the white girl. So now what ends up happening is that relationship can now progress and flourish because the woman is working with him rather than against him and playing hard to get.
There's no against, boo-boo.
I'm telling you the experience.
You work for what you want.
I'll tell you the experience. Okay. With that, hold on. With that being said, then those women are making it harder. They're making it harder to get. And some guys are going to interpret that. Some guys are going to misinterpret that. Now, I agree with you 100% in the interpretation. Because I explain this to black men all the time. When they're like, yo, I try to talk to black women and they got an attitude, they don't like me. I tell them, bro, it's not that they don't like you. What it is that they have a different self-esteem mechanism. So they need you to work harder and try harder to convince them that you like them. That's where it's coming from. It's psychological, right? It's reverse psychology. They're like, I'm going to act with an attitude and see if he keeps progressing. If he keeps trying, then I'll know he actually is interested. He reads it different. He reads it as she's not interested in me.
Can I tell you something as well? Some certain situations, you will find that a guy would approach you, but he's not serious, and you took it very further. Your head.
All right, we got to close out, but I'm gonna leave you with this because I'm telling you, I have a different perspective as a man. Yeah. What's happening is he's reading your energy, whether he's misreading it or not. What he's reading is she's not interested, so it's not worth me getting rejected. That's what he's reading. He's reading like, you know what? What's the point of me pushing harder, and all she's gonna do is reject me even more, and I'm gonna feel like a dumbass. It's not good for my ego. Meanwhile,
for him to even have a second chance.
Hold on. Meanwhile, he can be talking to a white girl and he can misinterpret her energy. He's like, oh shit, she like me. She feeling me. And the next thing you know, she's like, oh, excuse me. Actually, no, I'm not interested. I actually kind of already have a boyfriend. He's like, oh shit, I thought you liked me because you were so nice. So it goes both ways is what I'm trying to say.
It does.
And both times he misinterpreted. But
it does.
What would you rather the guy misinterpret that he likes you or misinterpret that you like him or that you don't like him? So I'm just telling you the energy that's being given off by strong black women. Yeah. All right, guys, we got to go. My producer's telling me that we're out of time. You know, when it comes to race topics, we could do this till 2030. All right, guys. Well, listen, catch us on the next one. We got another Sister Saturday coming to you. Can you please, with your shyest voice, tell these guys to like my content, like my stuff, like it. Tell them to like it.
Please like the show and goodbye. We'll see you next month.
Please. Thank you. You tell them to subscribe.
What do I do?
Tell them to subscribe.
Guys, subscribe.
God damn it. And can you tell them to share my stuff, people?
Subscribe and share. Get the word around.
Yeah. That's
to
right.
See more sisterhood.
Whatever they said. All right, guys, we're out here. Peace.
Shout out Authentic Alphas. Like and subscribe.
For the boys, leave a like and leave a comment on Authentic Alphas. Hit that bell.
Shout out Authentic Alphas. Real shit.
Have a great night. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Hey, be safe.
Hey, man. I love you guys, man. Live life, brothers.